draft is over and there's no Iowa, I would probably be shocked.
You know, it's one of those heroes where you either play it or you don't, right? Not the easiest hero to play, quite tedious, but I'm pretty sure we've seen Execration play it. I think I saw Lumic play it, right?
Probably. I think so too. I'm going to look it up just so that I can be sure. But I think you're right. Let's see. Execration matches. Io. Yes, they did play it against Neon Atomic. They won that game, of course. They won every game they've played in this tournament so far. They've only played it once in this tournament. They also played it in the JDL as well against Entity Gaming. They're going to go Treant Protector. Wow. All right. I like this hero. Is this Io? It is a Warlock.
Warlock.
Okay, we're not going to get an Io this game, apparently. Great. Right? I mean, I guess you could still pick it, but it's Warlock Io, and then you have a Wind Ranger in the core role, which is, like, weird. Well, anyway. It's not important. The Treant Protector is the important pick here. Warlock, obviously, very good for Execration last game. Actually, Grimm's kind of, you know, him and Carl carried them through some of those fights. But Treant Protector, pretty good in terms of course, we always talk about living armor, but I don't know about Treant Protector right now. Is he good? I mean, what do people play? What do they build?
I don't think he's that bad. I think he's actually a bit underrated.
Underrated? How so? And like in what
his,
regard?
So his laning isn't that bad. Like when you duel offlane with him, I think it's weaker because teams are more prone to having sentry wards in their safe lane. But when he's zoning out offlaners or just playing a 2v2 in the safe lane, people usually don't have control over that area and they don't have sentries.
Right.
And then he punches people for 90 damage. They're basically nukes.
Yes.
And then you get to that mid game where he's basically a bounty hunter, where he just runs around in the enemy jungle trying to secure these deep wards. And then you always have the root making it very difficult for carries to itemize against. They have to go BKB and Manta. And they already have a strong leader in the Lycan. I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, this might actually be a really good pick and a really good draft. And Team No Throne could easily make this work. We saw how good they played in the last game. I think this could be a draft that they can win with.
It's funny, but it's even less about the armor than it used to be. It's more about the invis presence.
Yes, you're absolutely right. People don't even go living armor until later into the game, usually.
Yeah.
Unless they get like 1 point or something, which is generally not worth it. Yeah, it's definitely Nature's Guys, Leech Seed, smack people, give them the Leech Seed, zone them out. Whatever is going to be in the safe lane, if they do like Treant +1, or Treant Brewmaster, is actually going to have kind of a tough time, even with the Warlock in the lane, I think. Still might be tricky. Although Gyrocopter's not bad. He's not bad.
Okay. This is a really good Lycan game. Like, look at their disables, right? The only one is really Shackle Shot and then Homing Missile. Not the most reliable disables for a hasted Lycan running in and out. And then Necro 3 can also purge off Windrunner's Windrun. Sorry, Wind Ranger's Windrun. That's another case of the Doom Doom.
Doom Doom, Wind Ranger, Windrun. Windrun. Yeah, it's a good thing.
You can purge off the survivability skill if Wind Ranger is a core hero, which I'm assuming it is for now.
Yes.
And Lycan's probably one of the best carries against Doom in general.
I would say so. If he gets a shapeshift off, then he's fine. You know, even if he doesn't, he just can smack people anyways with his claws if he gets doomed up.
And he pretty much enters every fight with his shapeshift, right? Because he's never sitting there on the front lines.
Yeah. I don't actually know how you lock this Lycan down. Even with you have to have some amazing Shackle Shot, I think, in order to kill this hero. Otherwise, he's either going to kill your team or he's going to run away. There's probably no third option. I don't know if killing him is going to be possible unless they get a Doom off, or if they golem him and then set up the Shackle Shot that way. Although DK will help, you know, Dragon Tail, pretty good disable. It also can set up for the Shackle Shot. So also good in pushing, which they're going to need. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I think the Lycan and Treant Protector, I'm with you. You really made me a believer in this draft so far from Team No Throne, but they have to put it all together with this last pick. And what is it going to be? It is going to be an Ember Spirit, which that's even better because there's no lockdown again. So, or some not as much lockdown, but
yep, very little lockdown on the side of Execration, making Ember Spirit an even better pick. Of course, there is Doom against Ember, but Doom takes about 1.5 years to cast, so hopefully Ember Spirit can dodge that. I don't know. I like this lineup from Team No Throne a lot. I think they can very easily run over Execration's lineup. Like Warlock does not like playing against Lycan, Ember Spirit, or Brewmaster. All these heroes get on top of you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to rock this Brewmaster on top of you because he's gonna split. Same thing with the Lycan and Ember Spirit, same thing. Like these are not easy heroes to ult at all.
It's definitely difficult like it was in the first game, but it's probably more so in this game. I'm going to have to agree in your thought process about Team No Thrones draft. I think they're in a really good spot right now. They could easily take the game. It just comes down to, can Execration play better than they did in the first game? Because if they can make it close. They can make it even. They can get some farm for their DK and the Gyrocopter, but they could just as easily, you know, if this game goes late too, I think Team No Throne are still flying, even with the Lycan. Like, I don't know, they'll get like a Necro 3 and they're just going to push down towers and stuff. There's nothing they can do about it probably.
Yep, there's so many heroes that just hate this hasted Necro 3 coming at them. Wind Ranger, even Gyrocopter. Sure, he can kill it with Flag Cannon, but that means he's taking 600 damage early on in the game. It's pretty problematic. Later on, not so much, but I don't know. This game looks pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to swap the roles up. Jimmy's going to play the Lycan this time. They're going to give the Brewmaster to Green, which I think is kind of surprising considering how well Jimmy played in the first game. But
maybe it's maybe only Jimmy plays Lycan.
I would assume that's the reason why they did that. There's probably another reason for it, which is it's one of those heroes that can be kind of tricky to play if you don't know how to micro. It's not the hardest microing hero, but it can be tricky sometimes.
The most annoying part about this hero is that because you have Wolves, Necros, and Helm of the Dominator, unless you go into a practice lobby and micro every potential Helm of the Dominator creep, you have to reset your hotkeys every time.
Yeah, it's
like if you want to have it on one hotkey.
It's pretty obnoxious. It's a little annoying. For sure. And speaking of annoying, if you keep party hardening, I'm going to be very upset, Execration. Please stop. Not really, though. So they'll try to get aggressive with Uwe and Lumic. I really hope I'm pronouncing Uwe's name correctly. I'm like pronouncing it like it's German, which it probably isn't. But what are you going to do? You know, sometimes you just got to go with your gut. And you know how Yaha's name was Vu? You just got to get in there sometimes.
I like Yaha.
Yaha is great because it just sounds like an exclamation. Yaha! Execration secure 3 bounty runes. They did that last game too, and they're going to do it for 2 games in a row now. Green has also taken a Shadow Word, and he has to TP back to the lane. And if the Gyro got there, he would have homing missiled him, and he actually did. Please stop. Please. Grims. No!
Oh, this is great. I love the Party Horn.
Party Horn is... It's annoying. Ooh, knocking the trees down with the power shot. That's one way to deal with Scorpion. Just do it again now, except you're going to have to use all of your mana to do it, it feels like. Uwe needs to be very careful, nature's guys, and I think he's dead. He is mega dead. Another trial lane strikes and finds gold for Team No Throne. It's happened again. Although I meant the trial lane earlier today, the first game we saw. Well, the... bad news is they're going to lose Uwe. The good news is they're zoning out this Brewmaster.
Do you think Uwe's going to die again?
Yes.
Oh, no, they don't have the root.
They missed
the
they missed the root.
Yep.
And they almost killed Loon. Well, he's not going to die, but he's...
4-second duration.
He's not going to die, but he's going to have to use some tangos. I guess he has 3 mangoes, so he has 1 million HP regen, but... Meanwhile...
So, obviously, there's a tri-lane up here from the side of... Actually, Lumic, he doesn't have wind run, so it's going to get slowed up by the dual breath.
He needs to TP. He needed to TP a while ago. Well, he would have died anyway, probably. He takes so much freaking damage.
There's also the chance, I think he's actually alive. He's going to go deny himself to some creeps.
Yeah, They don't have enough range. They don't have enough mana for a dual breath. Nice. Good job. And also, the good thing is this is going to push the wave now. Or it should, I think. Right?
No, because Jimmy's holding the wave.
Oh.
He's just sitting there in front of the tower tanking it, so it's going to sit there forever.
Okay.
But look down bottom for Green's Brewmaster. Gets rocketed up. There's the homing missile and the rocket barrage combo. He's dead. He's level 1 at 2 minutes, and he can't get experience in this lane.
Yeah, the Doom is even level 2. That's how you know you're doing it. It's pretty bad. They have to send somebody down there. They're going to. No, they're not. Just kidding. That's the Brewmaster. Okay, well, I mean, that's the trade-off. You know, you have to try lane top, and your Brewmaster's getting owned.
This Brewmaster is screwed, though. Look at his wave. He's got 2 range creeps. And Nando, if he really wants to,
he can just hold it. Why aren't you holding it?
Yep.
Okay, he's
holding
it. Okay,
right
good,
there.
good. I was really concerned for a
Green's
second.
completely screwed. He has no way to enter the lane. And Warlock, he's never going to rotate. He's got no reason to. He's just going to sit here forever.
Shadow Word. He's
He's
going to get level 2 Shadow Word, and then Green is going to have an even worse time than he already is having currently.
It's so hard to lane against Gyro as a solo here because you just get homing missile spammed over and over.
And this is why like Brewmaster last meta wasn't picked very often, is because he gets owned by Gyrocopter, and the same you can see now currently. Brew is better now because Gyro is not as good as he once was, but he's still pretty good, so he continue to just destroy you. And not to mention, Warlock's it's even better because Warlock has Shadow Word, which is so freaking good against that hero.
Yep. Big problem is this is what happens when you're offlane or solo against a dual lane. A lot of these dual lanes you can't really lane, and you just end up level 1. He's going back to block creeps, trying to eventually get experience, which he is now because there is a double range creep in the bottom lane.
Until Grimm's pulls, inevitably, which I think he should.
Yes. He's going to pull the next wave, not this one.
Yeah, so he'll get level 2 off this. I don't know if he'll get level 3, especially if the denies come out. Luckily, Nando did not get the denies because, of course, he got the Drunken Haze, so he got level 2 off that somehow. So that's good news. Meanwhile, Uwe's getting close to level 4 and also zoning out Jimmy in the meantime. I don't know where the other support went. Loon is rotating mid for some reason. And how deep do they want to dive? They did Fatal Bond.
They want to push him off this wave.
He actually just has to back. He has no regen. He's not even going to get level 3. It'll be close. They need to deny. Okay, Nando's just going to dive
just
him.
running out of him.
Yeah.
This guy's, he's a player.
Nando is... God damn, I love Nando so much. He just does crazy shit that nobody else would do a lot of the time. He might even go again. He's going to go again. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough mana for... Okay, if they give this kill to Green... Okay, they're not going to. But that would have been amazing if Green came back in and got a kill. But, of course, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Carl has 30 last hits to the 22 of the Ember Spirit, although Ember Spirit's getting levels now, which is good. Get him, Carl. They're going to battle each other. Slap each other in the face. Boom. So...
The slap battle.
Yeah. So bottom is a disaster for Team No Throne. Top is going okay. Mid is going okay. So it's about a 2-lane advantage, I would say, for Execration. And actually, because the Doom is actually doing pretty well, he's like 200 gold behind that of the Lycan. This is going... They also got both of the runes top rune spot, although they got both in the bottom 2 for Team No Throne. So
yeah, Doom is doing very well.
Yep, level 4. Is Nando still level... Or not Nando. Green is finally level 3. So he's only level behind the Doom, which is surprising, you know. But this is a solo lane he was in for the longest time, so that's the trade-off. Oh, get the siege creep, Uwe. You have Devour. No? Okay. All right, maybe not. Okay, that's why. You don't want to take the wolf damage. Fine. Fair enough. But, yeah, good stuff. 1K lead for Execration. Team No Throne, they of course, have a really good late-game lineup. They also have a really good pushing lineup, so eventually they'll get levels. They'll start taking down towers, and they can maybe take fights. Although Nando is now level 6, although he doesn't have enough mana to actually kill Loon with the cooldown. But if he had a Mango or something, that would have been a kill.
Yeah, this offlane is such a problem, though, from Team No Throne. Like, when Brewmaster has this bad of a start, because it's a solo Brewmaster, not a dual lane, no support can help him at this stage of the game. You know, it's 2 level 3 heroes up against a level 6 Gyrocopter with Phase Aquila. They're not going to do anything. So Brewmaster is just jungling. And he's not exactly the fastest jungle hero, but Carl mid lane, oh, they don't hit the chains.
Man, that's a 3-hero or 2-hero rotation. And now the Lycan is actually killing Uwe with the Helm of the Dominator. Wow. He's going to maybe get 2.
Lumix Nest, Windrun on cooldown for 4 seconds.
He's going to get a double kill. Okay, I guess you don't need your supports. And the Lycan might die to the DK with Breathe Fire. Oh my god, he doesn't have no mana. Oh,
he's TPing
no,
out too.
Carl.
Disaster.
Oh my god. That's a double kill and also a rotation from a DK. I guess he needed to shrine anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but that is, that kind of makes up for the woes of your other lanes when you get your Lycan a double kill. He's pretty happy with that.
Yep, Lycan's able to dive so hard and create rotations. Create some space there. Call down bottom.
Green's in trouble. Where's the Rocket Barrage? Oh, he didn't have enough mana. He does now. Remnant in. Okay. All right, well, this is one of those Nando dives.
Oh, man. Jimmy's so rich.
He's already like well on his way to his Necro 1. And they didn't even get the tower. Yeah, I think he just backs up and he can get the tower. I guess they were rotating it anyways. They could have defended one way or the other. Well, you win some, you lose some for Execration. Right now in this part of the game, they've lost a little bit in the last few minutes. They had like a 3K, 2K lead. It's starting to even out. Uwe trying to get up to level 6. They're trying to put pressure on the top tier 1. Shackle shot, nice latch, but where's the follow-up? It doesn't really matter. Like, oh, yep, there's the key.
There's the follow-up.
That's where the follow-up was. Loon is mega dead. And meanwhile, Uwe's diving with just level 1 Scorched Earth as the Moth makes a guest appearance back in my basement.
Bring out the harmonica. Scare him away.
After this fight. Green Shackle shot it up, and boy, this is going to take a year and a half to kill him, but they will probably be able to do it. They've already gotten the tower. No, it's still alive. They finally get the Dragon Tail off, and that is going to be Green dead, and just like that, that's what happens.
Just like that. Oh, Nando down bottom. There's like an ultimate running at him. Nando's fast, but I don't think he could escape this one.
No, there's no way. The Centaur Conqueror Stomp comes out. That's another thing about the Lycan ultimate. That Centaur Conqueror is usually slow as F. And with the Lycan ult, he's just like, haha, I've Centaur Conqueror stomped you. And you're like, where did you come from?
Yep, such a great creep for the Lycan.
Well,
yeah, Lycan's gonna have such a fast Necro 1. He almost has it at 9 minutes on top of the Dominator. He's so farmed.
They can, I think, start pushing pretty early, especially once they get Brutalty, which Green is not anywhere close. Well, he's not quite there.
He's not close.
But he'll get there eventually.
You know, it's a blessing that that Execration took this off of tower. Now Green has a home on the map.
Uwe is getting dove bottom. Okay, they might back up, though. This is a smart play. He's one creep away from Doom. Are you kidding? Kill the creep! Kill the creep!
There it is.
There it is. Doom Jimmy.
Jimmy has no boots, Mont.
Doom Jimmy. Uwe's getting blocked! Uwe might die. Power shot kills Loon. Alright, they Doom Scorpion instead. They don't kill Jimmy, who would have been a huge target, and he just TP's out. Oh my god. Ugh.
Pretty unfortunate for Execration that they weren't able to actually get the Lycan there, since he was the he's a gigantic kill. Slowing down his progression, exactly what they need. Like, he TP's mid, not the base, to keep on pushing the lanes out and keep farming.
Oh, he's feeling good. Jimmy is clearly the Lycan player on this team. What's his spree at? Does he have a spree? Not yet.
3-0.
Okay, so he's on a killing spree. So it would have been a little gold extra. I think Execration are still in a really good spot, even though they haven't killed this Lycan. Like, the rest of their heroes aren't very farmed, although Meow has a double damage and is looking for a kill on Lumik, and he's probably going to get it. And they can't find a Shackle Shot. Lumik is dead. They will find the Shackle Shot, but he's dead anyway. Another Remnant has to be used, which is it's better than nothing. And maybe they can push to tier 1 now. Did they rotate the Lycan? No, he's just farming jungle. And Green is finally going to hit 6. Brax, just like that. 10.5 minutes into the game, he finally gets there.
Yep, they're about to have a 5th player enter the game.
Excellent. Oh my god, this Treant Protector at level 4 is more of a hero than he is until he hits level 6. I'm not.
This panda set's so cool. He's got the fish on the oh, it's not a fish on a stick. Never mind.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's not so cool anymore.
It is a fish on a stick.
Fish.
You're right.
Oh, that is cool.
It is a fishing pole. Meanwhile, Golem has to be dropped. DK in trouble. They'll try to turn. Good Fatal Bonds. Jimmy needs to be a little careful. Loon is going to get Infernal Bladed. He's going to die. They want to chase after Jimmy, but there's no lockdown. So they'll only get the Shakira out of this, although they actually found Scorpion too with Infernal Blade.
Nando's running Jimmy down.
Uh-oh. No homing missile. This is the issue with lack of disables, guys. He just TPs. So, I mean, that's a really good fight, though. They didn't lose anybody. They're going to get the tier 1 tower. Execration are making the right plays, even against this really farmed Lycan. Like, they're making the solid moves. I guess, again, you just kind of have to hope that you can get... it's kind of feeling like they can't even... Like all this pushing that they have for for Team No Throne, they're not really doing it, and maybe they need to focus their efforts more on, like, late-game kind of things, or maybe I'm wrong about that. But
yeah. Well, no, you're right. They're not winning the fights against the Warlock and the Doom.
Yeah.
They just don't have enough to take these fights. Like, Doom with the Treads drum brings a lot to these team fights. Warlock with the ultimate, of course, brings a lot to fights. They're not winning these fights at all.
Yeah. If they could, like, that was like a 4-man golem, plus they had Fatal Bonds on like 3 of them, I think. And once that happens, you just have to back, I think. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep. It's just way too much to fight into. You're talking about Fatal Bonds with Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
It's a stupid amount of damage.
It's like, it's the combo when you think about it. He just hits the E and Q button and the R button, and then they all die. Forget about the W button. It's not that important. 4K lead for Execration. Oh, by the way, I think you're a legacy Q user. The W key is homing missile, in case you didn't know that.
Wow.
I don't know why I just acted like a condescending ass to you, but I think it was because I was trying to be funny. Doom comes out on the Lycan. Centaur Conqueror Stomp, call down coming in as well. Power Shot snipes him. They'll try to deny. Scorpion is not even close to getting that auto attack animation, even close to started. And that is finally the Doom killed. Uwe will secure a dominating spree for himself, take the killing spree away from Jimmy, and push the tier 2 tower in all one fell swoop. With only one range creep, although they're going to glyph it. Speaking of glyph, they'll use that on the other side.
Glyph is fantastic.
So good. Great glyph.
Carl looking to kill. Green down bottom. Green is so close to Blink Dagger.
He has no mana. He does have a mango. Oh, if that Shackle Shot latches, that's a huge kill. And the Ember Spear rotates in with, I think, bots. It is. And Lumik's dead. They weren't expecting it. He just got those bots, too. If that Shackle Shot was a second earlier, or not even that, like 0.25 seconds earlier, that's a kill. Instead, it might be 2 for a 0, actually. Although killing Carl is pretty tricky.
He's tanky.
Now that he has Shadow Word, he's even tankier. But here comes Loon, seemingly out of nowhere. Dragon Tail comes out, but Carl's still getting healed up. But it might not be enough. They might dive this tower, so that if his Searing Chains, they need more rotations. Triple Remnant. Carl's still alive somehow. Breathe Fire, and that shall secure the kill, probably. Breathe Fire does hit up and do some damage, but oh, Grims, back it up, buddy. This is going to be 2 kills from Meow, I think. And the Ice Path comes out, and yep. Nobody TP's in. They don't. They can't turn it around. All right. There it is. The Brew split and Meow with bots. That's all they needed. And now Uwe should be fine. Can they get the tower is the question with Liquid Fire. The answer is no. Good deny.
All right, well, Brewmaster has entered the game. Blink Dagger online, right? Net worth isn't that high, but still, the split's going to do a lot in fights.
Yeah. In the meantime, Nando is taking a gigantic creep wave. And they are sending out a wand for who? Uwe. Uwe is looking for Blink first as his item. 1,300 gold. And, yeah, I mean, Lycan, he was at Necro. He had Dominator or Necro 1 like 5 minutes ago. Maybe even a little bit less than that.
Yeah, and now.
And now he's just stuck on Necro 1. I mean, he's close to Necro 2, but he could have been at Necro 3 had he not died there, I think.
Yep. His progression has been ruined by losing these fights. They probably needed the Brewmaster with Blink Dagger to actually fight against the Warlock Golem, but
Speaking
just
of Brew,
wasn't there yet.
Oh my god, what a blink. How did he get out? What a god. They dusted too. They couldn't find him. Maybe they still will, although Uwe doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so no, they can't. The Blink saves his life, because he didn't have Brew Split, so if he gets caught there, he's dead one way or the other, but nope.
Yep.
Alright. Carl has his own Blink now. He's working on a Yasha, interestingly enough. I think they're going Manta because of what you talked about.
Yeah, the Treant Protector route. They're going to need it for later on in the game. You know, we haven't really seen Treant Protector's impact in team fights. He's not much of a team fighter, but he's more of a sit on the sidelines instead of ganks kind of hero.
He feels like Bounty Hunter, to be honest.
Yep.
And the difference is that Bounty has Track, and Treant Protector has Overgrowth, which he doesn't even have yet. So, but both heroes lack experience. That's one of the bigger issues. He's level 5 at 60 minutes, which is... I cannot believe I'm actually saying that. Meanwhile, Nando's forced to drum away as they try to jump in. They get the homing missile onto Meow. They have a wolf chasing Nando down just to get vision. Yeah, I was going to find a haste rune and maybe go back in. Nah.
Haste Arcane Rune. This is the time to fight if they can find one.
He's going to TP home and then Remnant back in. Did he drop a Remnant anywhere?
No. They don't want to fight this.
Okay, well. So much for that. He picked up, he's working on his Maelstrom, so you'd like that item first. So I think we're just waiting for like that first big item for each team, or first big item for each hero. We're like, it's gonna be a while I think before teams fight, except for maybe the Brew Split, which is up now. But like, there's no Blink Doom, there's no BKB yet for the Gyrocopter, there's no BKB yet for the DK. So we're just waiting on those first big items, or Necro 3 for that matter for the Lycan 2, and Boots as well would be nice also.
Boots are not a build mod.
Really? Well, that's.
Yep.
I mean, like, Shapeshift's good. I don't know. It just seems like you're so slow moving between camp to camp, you know, when you have no boots.
Yeah, it's true. Moving between camp to camp, you are extremely slow.
Kind of sucks. I know it's like whatever, but it's just one of those things. It's like Weaver getting boots too, but I prefer Weaver actually not getting boots, so. Anyway. Nando has been farming up a storm. They've been stacking up all these camps for him. This is how you This is how you want to have a gyrocopter game for your team. Just completely focus on farming. And DK seems to know they smoked. This ward over here might have been what scouted it out, and he goes immediately top. And now Meow's got to rotate with the rest of his team as well. And if they find Lumic, that's not really the target they want. Oh, God, he's not even level 10. He doesn't have the mana regen talent yet. Run. Run. See ya. Oh, not see ya. Good shackle shot.
Well, they're going to get the Doom off.
Yep. All right, time to fight. Call down. They've got the Golem, and Jakiro's dead. And that's not the fight they were looking for Team No Throne. That's the Blink Dagger of the Doom 2 now.
Oh, look at Scorpion. He got a deep ward death. Mission accomplished.
We did it, guys. I got the vision after the fight happened. Way to go. Not much they can do about this push. If they had a detection, Scorpion would be dead right now. He's playing very up. Luckily, he knows that there is no detection on any of these heroes. They literally have not a single piece of detection right now. As Lumic is drifting and getting nature's guised. He has to run away, which he will.
By the way, that's the stupidest animation in the game.
The focus fire?
Yep.
I don't know. I kind of...
It looks so cloudy.
It's like one of those multi-lane drift comics, sort of similar. It does look a little silly. It's definitely silly, but... Alright, they're going to overrun them. Good center conquer, stomp the Bruise Split. Oh, man, they are diving for Uwe. Now they're going to look for the Warlock. Not the best target. But if they kill him, they can take a tier 1 tower at least. There's almost no way they can fight this. They're going to throw the call down just to clear up some of the creeps and... Oh, wow. He actually jumped in super hard onto Scorpion. But he's going to be okay with living armor for the time being, even though Shadow Word is going to take him down. They have Glyph. Meow's going to TP home to get some mana. DK is going to continue to just push top while this is all happening. Or, yeah, DK, so he can get some extra farm. So, 2 kills plus tier 1. Good turnaround. Not bad.
There's
there
the
for Team No Throne. Uh-oh. I looked away for a second. Now they're going to find the Doom.
Oh, but the gyrocopter flag.
Nando's in trouble. He has to get to the tower, or the shrine, excuse me, and he does. Uwe's dead, though. Nando is actually in a lot of trouble right now, and I believe he is dead. The Centaur Conqueror Stomp is there. The clap comes out. DK is a little too late to the party. Breathe Fire does a lot of damage with Flayed Bonds. Actually secures 2 kills at once. Grims is going to get slowed up by the Necro units, though, and the Shadow Word will not keep him alive, so it's really DK and Wind Ranger versus the rest of the world, mostly DK.
Carl's tanky.
Good shackle shot, but there's a good Cyclone from the Jakiro. Somehow it was a Fuel Scepter already at 19 minutes into the game, which is pretty surprising. Carl's still kind of getting kited here. He's actually taking a lot of damage. Macropyre gets dropped down. The Necro Archer is actually alive forever. Lumic looking for a shackle shot, does find it. Jimmy trying to TP, and he's actually going to get out. Very close to getting Centaur Conqueror stomped. Uwe's got to secure the kill on the Loom with the Infernal Blade. The Breathe Fire comes out. Lumic might die to the Wolves. He actually did. Wow. Are you kidding? That's insane.
It is indeed.
That was actually a pretty sick fight. They got 1,700 gold. They did lose 3 heroes, but they got 1,700 gold out of it. And they just went in 1 by 1 for Execration.
You know, Execration is up gold, but the lineup from Team No Throne just runs over them. They get on top of these heroes, and it's really difficult for them to fight still, even with the gold lead.
Yeah, because they don't have their abilities. They don't have Golem. They don't have Doom in that fight. They only have Gyro's abilities.
Got the Lycan ult down bottom.
DK ulti. And yeah, they're going to go for Nando. Ensnare from the Troll. He's going to go for a TP. Oh, my God. He's going to take a lot of damage. He will make it out, though. Whew. He is feeling good about himself that he actually survived that.
Yep, Jimmy, he went for the net first instead of the Purge first.
Oh, yeah, then he would have, if he tried TPing out after the Purge hits him, he just gets netted and then he dies.
Yep.
Unfortunate that he didn't go for it. So now I think if you're Execration, you have all your ultimates back up, including Elder Dragon form, I think you take a fight. Although you'd have to find the Brewmaster, which is a little tricky. It depends, I guess.
Gyrocopter's so close to BKB. Yep, there it is. Just bought the recipe.
So
Carl also super close.
They'll probably wait for those items. Once they get them, they take the fight. Yeah, Carl just needs like 2 waves, and then he'll be good.
The fights just get so much easier with BKBs playing against Ember, Spirit, and Brewmaster.
Yeah. So this, there's a couple of power curves that we have throughout this game. These power spikes, and that, the Necro 3 for the Lycan was a big power spike, as we saw in that last fight. And now this next big power
look
spike
up top.
Is going to be...
We have Meow being scouted out.
Dude! Oh my God, they needed to shackle first. Lumic wasn't ready.
Okay, so when you're playing Doom and you blink on someone, you don't want to blink Doom them. What you want to do is blink Infernal Blade them, and then Doom them.
Yeah, Uwe did not do that. I guess War Stomp is also way too slow of an ability, correct?
Yeah, the fastest way to do it is Infernal Blade. You can Infernal Blade, then Stomp, and then Doom them if like you happen to, you know, turn or something, and you don't want to have to turn to Doom to. It's so sad because that's such a big.
That's a huge kill, yeah. That he misses out on. That's a good pointer. You don't really think about it that much, but you're right. Doom, you said it in the draft. It takes a year and a half to cast. It actually does. So at least he still has it though. If they want to take a fight now against like Brewmaster or something, they have all their items now. They have BKBs. They have almost a Blink of the Wind Ranger. They have everything they really. Well, I don't know. Everything they need is probably not accurate, but they have a lot of items now ready to go for the Execration if they want to take a fight. Grimm's, by the way, when he went Midas, and he's literally used it just to buy vision and like detection and stuff. He's only at 800 gold, and he had this Midas for like at least 3 minutes, I think, and probably more than that.
That's a team player right there.
Yeah. This deep ward, by the way, might scout them smoking. It's going to. They're going to smoke right on top of it.
This ward has been so good.
Depressing.
And they did not even expect it at all. It was that one team fight in the mid lane where they lost miserably, but they got that ward down. Maybe it'll win them something here.
If they still lose, if they lose somebody here for Team No Throne, I'm going to be really sad because that's an amazing ward. And it looks like they're going to play accordingly. They're going to back up, and they're going to get into the tree line. They'll drop some wards, but they're immediately going to probably be known that they're there. They walk into the tree, but they have no detection on the DK. Who's carrying the detection for this team? Anybody? There's dust on.
There's once. Okay, Lumic has it.
And then the sentry on the Warlock. So that is why Tree and Protector and Bounty Hunter are so good in this in Dota, and it's so difficult to play around them because you have no idea where the safest place to be to smoke is your own high ground, to be honest, and they're not going to go all the way back there to do it. You know, they could have, but it would have taken more time.
Yep, if it takes too long, then the play usually isn't going to work out because the enemy will suspect something's happening.
Rims is probably dead. He does not survive as long as the Gyrocopter. He did the same thing the Gyro did. Unfortunately, he is paper thin. So, although Uwe is looking for a Doom, oh man, if the Lycan stays, he dies. But smart play for him to back up, not trying to put too much pressure on the tower. He knows that the rest of the team is missing. Intelligent movement there from the Lycan to not only get the kill, but to keep himself alive. And Nando will clear up some of the Necro units. Run, Necro Archer. Hey, you made it out. Okay, so the Purge is actually just called Purge. Well, that's nice.
What? Purge has his own spell in the game.
Wow. Go him. What a guy. Carl's in trouble.
How cool is that?
Carl has BKB. He doesn't want to use it, but he's going to have to.
He's baiting here.
Yeah, they're going to jump in. They got the Doom on the green. Huge fight now. They can just turn this and get the kill on both of these heroes, Scorpion included. Good overgrowth, maybe not. It's going to be tricky to chase him down.
Carl's got the blink up.
And the call down. Yep, there it is. So they wanted to get Jimmy, I'm sure, and maybe if they could have gotten the Amber Spirit, it would have been nice, but there's just not enough lockdown. But that's really big that they get the kill on the Brewmaster. Maybe you take Roche with this, or Tier 2, I'm not sure which.
Tier 2. Respawns are up in 25 seconds.
Yeah, Roche.
Gotta secure these Tier 2s. Once you take Tier 2s, Roshan becomes so much easier.
Yeah, true. It's a pretty big kill there. That's the SNY for the DK. They're not actually going to go Mantis style, though he could do it later, theoretically.
Yep. Nando has a Mantis style, though, complete for the Gyrocopter.
That makes more sense.
Treant route.
You don't really want to go Mantis style on DK, to be fair, right?
Yeah, it seems pretty shitty, doesn't it? Stats aren't great on it.
I guess, I don't know. Like DK illusions when they're in their Elder Dragon form are okay. But, I don't know. You definitely just want a different item. DK, speaking of which, his BKB is back up in 3. They use the Shapeshift. They don't have Overgrowth. This is kind of a tricky fight. There's the BKB. The Golem comes out. Good Golem. And the Brewlings as well are here. The Golem's not really doing anything now, though. And now Gribbs has to run.
Grimm's in trouble.
Where are the rest of his teammates? They lost the Dire Courier in the meantime. That was the AC. That was literally his AC, by the way, for the Lycan. It might not matter, though. They're going to find 2 kills. Both supports are dropped down. And they used Golem there, too, which is surprising.
Look at this Golem. It cut the creep wave, so now that... now they have nothing to do on the Dire side. They've gotten the kills, but they can't hit the tower.
And they have to go home because look at Nando. And now Jimmy shapeshifts over. And that's, again, his AC is... Oh, no, it wasn't. He didn't even have the Hyperstone. Sorry. I was wrong. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I mean, they only lose their supports. The bigger thing is the Golem was dropped. If the Golem's not dropped there, then you're feeling good for Execration. You could turn in and you could fight again with your DK ulti back up. But with Golem down, it might be a bit trickier to fight now for them.
Right, that's just it's just 2 supports that died on the side of Execration, but you happen to use your Warlock ultimate as well. If that thing's up, you can just go again, but now Team No Throne, they have a timing where they can maybe take another fight or even do Roshan.
Execration could theoretically go for a fight without it once Doom is back up, which is right now.
Yeah, if they can ever get Doom off on the Brewmaster or even the Lycan before he ults, they can win any fight.
Speaking of Brew, he is working on that Lincoln Sphere as expected. He's still ways away. Well, I mean, he's getting close. It's going to be like 1,000 gold here in just a moment. And once he has that item, what's been happening all these fights is probably not going to happen again. How did the Ember... He remnanted away immediately. There's no vision down there. He just kind of knew, I guess. Pretty good game sense, I suppose.
Spidey senses.
Yeah, must be. The living armor, actually, he didn't... How common... I know Nature's Guidance Max is pretty common, but getting like more points than Leech Seed instead of living armor, is that still a thing? Or like, what do you...
If it can do anything in lane, then yes. But otherwise, this is pretty normal.
Okay. That makes sense. Jimmy top, they're ready to take a fight. Overgrowth is back up, but him getting close enough is going to be tricky. Meanwhile, Uwe is invis. He's going to look for Meow. Instead, decides not to go for it. They have found Lumic. They're just going to let Lumic die. Just let him feed his life away as they get the tier 2 tower top lane. Call down comes out onto Jimmy. Elder Dragon form. They have the stun, but I don't think they can kill. Oh, with the homing missile, they can. With the homing missile, they can. What a missile from Nando, and now Scorpion's dead too. Carl was in the process of TPing. I'm not sure why. The rest of them all rotated in. They're going to find Loon. They'll get off an ice path. Nope, he gets dragon-tailed. Carl and Nando combining to find some sick kills, and it's time to go high ground. They got to buy back on the Jakiro. Not the end of the world. They do have split, but without Jimmy, with him down for 30 seconds, I don't know how they push this. Of course, the Lincoln Sphere is up, so Uwe's going to go for they're going to go for the split, and he's going to get it off. And now Carl needs to be careful. No BKB, down for 36. Golden's going to get dropped down. They need to keep Carl alive. He's taking a lot of damage from the Macropyre, but he does get out. The Shadow Word's still healing him up. Uwe jumps into the ice path, looking for the Doom. Can't find it, though. They're going to kill the Brewlings, and actually, this Brewmaster's dead. That's unfortunate. Wow. All right, this game just turned pretty awful for the Kingdom of the Throne. They're going to lose their tier 3. They're going to back up for Execration, I'm pretty sure, and set up another fight elsewhere. What a engagement from Execration. Holy crap.
It happened so quickly. They just caught the Lycan out, and they layered the stuns perfectly. DK stun, homing missile came in just in time.
That homing missile actually stunned him for way longer than I thought it was going to. I know it's a long duration stun, but still, like, I thought he would be able to get out at the last second, but he was just stuck there. It was very close. In the meantime, by the way, Lumic was not there for that fight. He literally died and just respawned. That was like a 4 versus like 3. It was a really weird engagement, but Execration get it done.
Yep, and now look at the net where it's DK, Gyrocopter sitting miles above everyone else. You know, once Gyrocopter picks up his Butterfly, he's not going to die at all to the Necro units, and he has BKB, so he can sit there with the flak and just kill everything. But
although he might die now.
Yeah, he might. His
no
BKB's
BKB.
on cool.
He's going to have to Manta. He does. And then the Nature guys hit. Ice Path actually might keep him alive. No, it will not. In the meantime, they also get the kill onto the Warlock. This is the exact time they needed to fight, and they do take it. They've got the Purge onto Lumic. The double kill is there for Jimmy. His Shapeshifter's down.
All right.
They need to not lose anything else. They blink out smartly from Uwe. If they lose Uwe and Carl, especially if they don't have buyback, that might be trouble. Carl didn't have buyback. Him dying there would have been critical, but he does get out. I don't know if they can actually force the buyback, but what they can do is take Roche. And it's not like they've taken the racks yet. They have scanned. They do know this is going on. They're going to see that they TP'd up Meow. Uwe's actually going to doom him, and I think maybe get the kill if they have another hero up here. There's the doom. Lincoln Sphere broken. Living Armor, Infernal Blade, Scorched Earth. This is actually a tough kill. He actually isn't going to get this kill, I don't think.
No, he's going to live.
Living Armor is too strong. It's going to be really close. No, it's not. It's not close at all. He's fine.
He's got the Yules, maybe? Oh.
At least the Doom gets out, but that has been a Doom used. And the Aegis picked up for Jimmy. So the game's not over yet. This would be a pretty sick comeback if they can make it to Team No Throne. I know they didn't lose racks. It's much like the first game where, you know, all they needed was some time. Like, they still have an Ember Spirit. He's got Maelstrom bots and a Lincoln Sphere. He can kind of carry this game once the game gets later. Oh, wait. Green still doesn't have the Lincoln Sphere. I thought he had it already. Here we go, trying to find a fight, though, with Uwe. Ice Path coming out. They're going to shapeshift. Jimmy's going to run in and try to take this fight. Clap, split coming out. This is really bad. They need a Golem. They don't have it. That's going to be a Doom dead for 50. This is all of a sudden turning pretty sour. Finally, the Golem is back up, and his Ag's Golem, by the way. Jimmy He still has his ultimate, but now he gets Dragon Tailed, and they're going to get the Aegis. Maybe he's staying alive somehow. I don't know how he did, but Scorpion's dead.
It's the overgrowth.
They're going to try to TP away. They will get out Meow, which is really important, but Loon is going to fall, so both supports die. That overgrowth actually was huge. Jimmy, oh my god. He's still probably dead, though. Shack shot, not going to latch. He didn't wait for it, but they still are going to chase him down. It's going to be Aegis doing what he can, but that was a good attempt at a fight for Team No Throne, but the double golem comes out, and then they just own with all the abilities they use, and big kill. So, I mean, that was probably the best fight they could have gotten, right? Given the circumstances.
Yeah, it was. That was with the Aegis too, and then now it's just time for Execration to march down the mid lane.
Yeah.
No Brewmaster split, no overgrowth. Overgrowth is a big deal if you can actually get it before they're or when they've already used Manta on the gyrocopter.
Yeah, you just lock them in place so they can't actually kill the Lycan like they did in that situation. But good news for Team No Throne, they have buyback in the Lycan, plus they have no Elder Dragon Form for DK. However, they have AC, which means this dies a lot quicker. Even with Living Armor, this thing will still die pretty fast. Mid lane, Green has been caught out, and he is dead. Can't get to the shrine, sadly. Oh, that's really bad. He has no buyback. That's very bad, actually. He Bruce put down for still another 30 seconds anyway, but with him dying, that's going to be 2 sets of Rex. It might have been anyway, to be fair. The Glyph will come out for Team No Throne. They have the Elder Dragon Form in 12 seconds for Carl. Living Armor continues to be a nuisance, a thorn in the side of Execration. However, they have chewed right through it. And Lycan back up in 5, and they will dive immediately. They've doomed up the Ember Spirit, and he might actually die. The Wind Ranger's poking and prodding him. Ube's getting the kill, and he's going to have to buy back, and he will. And a lot of buybacks coming in. Nando actually kind of in trouble. He is forced to pop the BKB. Getting close to his butterfly. He actually doesn't have buyback. And he's dead.
Okay, Nando's dead.
All right, I don't know if that's going to be enough to win them the game, but they need to do something with his 70-second downtime. I'm not sure what it is, but they have to do something.
Look at the mid lane. Look at how they split the damage on the range and melee
that's
barracks.
Triggering. That's like one of the in pub games or in just general Dota games. You always like somebody pings one building, you hit that building, just follow whoever it is that pings it. Don't split the damage, especially against a Treant Protector too. You know.
Yep, exactly. It's gonna be full HP next time they see it.
So that could have been a set and a Rax and a half essentially for Execration. Instead, they only get a Rax out of it. The good news is, I thought that Team No Throne could get something done with that 80-second death timer for Gyrocopter. They cannot. There's no way they can. The wave's pushed
They're
too hard.
busy trying to get these lanes out. They can't really get to the base, but they're starting to pick up some items. Ember Spirit working on Mjolnir. I don't know if that item's going to really do much, but it's a step in the right direction. Maybe the item afterwards will do something. Brewmaster almost has a Lincoln Sphere. Not quite there yet.
I mean, at this point, the item after Mjolnir isn't probably going to happen, and if it does, he probably needs a Rapier, to be honest, or some ridiculous damage item, I think. Because they're so far behind at this point.
Yeah, you need something super drastic to change this.
Yeah, Lycan picks up a BKB at least, finally. Actually, he might have had that for... No, he must have just picked that up, didn't he?
Yep, just bought it.
Which means he has no buyback, but if he doesn't like do a lot in the fight anyway, the game just ends, probably. So it makes sense. Mjolnir done for Meow. He's sending it out now. I don't know. They can still win a fight. I know they're super far behind, but a lot of that gold is just the gyro and the DK. And if you can get their BKBs on cooldown and try to take a fight outside the base or something and not die. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts here. There's a lot of hypotheticals, and unlike the first game in today, Brax, the hypotheticals are probably impossible. So...
Well, we don't know that for sure.
I guess that's true. I do know something for sure. Nando is a double damage rune, and good luck fighting into that. That's... I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what I was trying to say there, but you get... I think you get it. So... Grimm's knows. He's party horning it up. Alright, they're going to push aggron. Shadow Word. See your 2 or 3 later. DK's going to push mid. They'll try to split it up the map. They have killed Scorpion. So much for Living Armor. He has no buyback. Now you're fighting 4 versus 5. And the gyro double damage. This might just be Megas, honestly.
Yep, I don't see how they can fight this at all.
They're going to fight into Golem and Doom, so... They're going to get Megas, and then I think the game ends.
Here's Lycanol, but can he actually do anything?
They'll kill Lumic. No, he gets forced away. They Bruce split. It hasn't done anything. They're going to jump back in. They're going to try to find Jakiro. They've doomed up the Ember Spirit again, so he's useless. He's dead. They've already brought down the Warlock, but he already got his Golem out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Jimmy's BKB is done. They need a Dragon Tail. Luckily, they're not in range for Team No Throne, but the rest of the heroes are dead anyway. The Brewmaster is going to dive right now to the Gyrocopter. And that's good stuff. Execration.
Man, this game, that one fight top where they caught Jimmy's Lycan with the homing missile after the Dragon Tail, they barely managed to kill him. That was it right there. That was the big turning point of this game.
It almost feels like he needed the BKB instead of the AC. But you like, I know what he's going through as the Lycan. You're thinking they have a gyro and like a DK, and that's like all their lockdown on Wind Ranger. I shouldn't have to buy BKB this game, especially against Doom. But it almost feels like he needed to get it in that fight. I know that's one fight, and it's kind of unfair to just focus on that one engagement, but...
Yep. Well, he just happened to get caught, right?